everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And welcome to our playthrough of Nexus, sponsored by Redzen Games.
Now, family, this game is already on GameFound and doing very well. But hey, we wanted to let you check it out and see what all the fuss is about. Here's Starla with an overview of the game.
Nexus is a lightning-quick head-to-head card battler where you mash up two distinctive factions to forge a deck and outmaneuver your rival. Every faction boasts its own strengths, weaknesses, and lore, giving each duel a fresh, strategic twist. Your goal is to blast your opponent's Nexus from 30 health points to 0 before they can do the same to you. There are 3 distinctive card types you'll use in this game. Unit cards, your frontline forces. Deploy them to the battlefield and they stay until destroyed or kicked to the graveyard. Event cards are one-shot effects with golden frames. Resolve the effect, then send the cards to the graveyard. And token cards. These are special cards that some factions can summon. These start outside your deck and follow unique rules, and they are never in play. With no mana or resource restrictions, Nexus flows fast. Turns are snappy, combos are explosive, and every move balances daring aggression with sharp planning. Discover the synergies hidden in each faction and unleash game-changing plays every round. All right, let's get into this game of Nexus.
Yes.
And we're playing from the 2 different boxes, the Warnarok and Last Dawn.
It's going to be a one-on-one battle. Now, before we started, Starla won initiative. Now, they have a coin here. Now, this is the prototype coin, but they're going to have a better coin. Now, Starla won initiative, and we put out 4 factions. Now, out of the 4 factions, the person that won initiative get to pick one of the factions. Then me, I picked out 2, and then Starla takes the last one. So it'll make our 2 decks for each of us. So we put them together, we fight with them. So here's it's a whole bunch that you can play with, and there's even more that are coming. But what I'm going to fight with is dragons and siege masters. And Starla?
I have the wizards and the dryads.
Yes. Now both of our nexus is at 30 points. The winner is the first person that drains their opponent's nexus down to 0 from 30. We both got 30. We're about to battle it out. Now I'm using my phone with both of our 30s on there with this kind of player counter. Now they're going to have counters. They're still working on it. So this is a prototype, but we're going to show you, you know, hey, we both got 30. We're going to go just count it down. So Starla, you ready?
Yep. Move my
all right, we're going to move these out the way because we don't need these randomizers. These are some cool randomizers. Yep. And we're both going to have 5 cards we're going to deal out. Because we already shuffled both decks into it. All right.
So typically on your turn, you get a chance to pull a card. But because I'm the first player, I don't get to pull a card. I just start with my 5.
Yes, you pull a card and you play a card. Now, I have, with my Siege Masters, I have 3 tokens. So these are extra cards that I use that can give me kind of like a little special power when something happens. And with this one, it says spin 3 gears to play a siege engine for free. And I get these gears when she destroys a siege engine. So here we go.
All right, let's just start it off. We're going to play nice. And I'm going to start it off by causing some damage to his nexus.
Okay.
Yes, the Arcane Dryad. I'm going to deal 2 damage to my opponent's nexus.
Okay, 1, 2.
I get to restore 2 to myself, but I haven't done anything, so I don't have anything to restore. And then I'm going to go ahead and exhaust this guy by dealing 1 more damage to his nexus.
1 more. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to... So it's on me, so I pull a card. So I draw a card. And let's see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and... let's put down this. Put down I put it down a dragon, and he comes in because he's 5. He's a big boy, and he comes in exhausted already. So that's it. So we'll go move on. So it's on Starla.
Okay, so let me draw.
And then now I can unexhaust him.
Alright, so we're going to draw one card is the first thing it tells me to do. And if this card hits the opponent's Nexus, deal 2 damage divided as you choose. Well, I'm going to deal 2 damage to your Nexus.
Okay.
And I'm going to let this guy sit out on the battlefield. Give me 2 right there.
Okay. Alright, so me? Alright, so let's go ahead and... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put down this Tail Strike, this event. And it says, if you have deployed a dragon this turn, you may play this card for free. But I didn't. So I have to put it down as my card. But this thing deals 3 damage with Trample. So I'm going to go ahead and deal... Trample means that you hit a card, and if you have any residue, from that Trample, you can hit the Nexus from it. So this is 3. Yeah, this is what it says. This is 3. So I'm going to hit this one for 2. And then I have 1, so I hit your Nexus for 1. So that goes. Alright, so I'm going to hit you with my big dragon here for 5. I can't pronounce the name because it's kind of crazy, but... It's
Abyssal.
Abyssal. But I'm going to hit her with 5 with Trample. She doesn't have anything in front of me, so I can trample. So I'm just going to trample all over her Nexus with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Okay.
Alright, put him over
I hope
there.
you're proud of that.
I am proud of my big dragon.
Well, I'm proud of my Pyromancer. Oh, I gotta draw a card first. Let me draw.
Okay.
Then I'll play. Okay. Pyromancer. Deal 2 damage to the opponent's Nexus.
2? 1, 2.
And then I can exhaust this card and deal another damage.
Alright, there you go. So it's on me? Alright, so let's see here. So I'm going to put this siege engine out, and it says deal 3 to the opponent's Nexus. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and he stays.
Let me restore this guy for this round. And this one I'm going to play, it's draw 1 card and restore 1. So you can restore 1.
Okay.
Draw a card. Because it has the yellow diamond, I can play another one. And then this one says deal 3 damage divided as you choose. So get rid of him.
Get rid of him?
Yep, get rid of him.
So I get a gear since you destroyed one of my siege engines.
And then we're going to use this strike here on your Nexus. That one right there.
Right.
And then let this little guy... So I'm going to exhaust him to deal 1 damage.
Okay.
And he'll exhaust for that round. All right, there we go.
Okay, so I'm going to get a card. All right, so I'm going to put this out. And this says, if you have another dragon in play, draw 1 card. Or... It's if you deal 2 damage to the opponent's Nexus. Otherwise, draw 1 card. I don't have any of that, but I do draw another card. And it says to exhaust this one, deal 1 damage to the opponent's Nexus. So I'm gonna deal 1 to your Nexus, and then I'm gonna put it back up.
Go ahead and get my guy ready. Draw a card.
Alrighty.
Oh, I like this one. My Thorn Dryad. Deal 2 damage.
To what?
I'm doing it to your Nexus.
Okay.
And this damage ignores all shields. And then I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna go ahead and hit 2 more on your Nexus with this attack. The 2. There we go. Let's go ahead. And, let's take.
I'm losing
out.
stuff real quick. I'm losing.
I want it to go.
All right. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to put a siege here, and it's gonna say deal 3 to your opponent's Nexus. 1, 2, 2, 3. All right.
Alright, let's see. Well, I'm gonna play this guy. And it says draw 1 card. And then if this card hits the opponent's Nexus, deal 2 damage divided as you choose. I can't take any of those out with 2. So I'm gonna have to go to your Nexus. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit 2 to the Nexus. And then I get to hit 2 more divided as I choose.
I guess. All right.
That's what it says.
2.
All right. And then this guy's gone. And then this one I can exhaust for 1 damage.
Okay.
Let's exhaust him.
And then bring him back up.
All right.
All right. So let me see. Let me get here. So All right, so let's go here. Let's see. I'm gonna go here, and it says choose. I'm gonna use the repaired machinery. Choose one of your units in play and activate its play ability. You know, this deploy ability. Return one siege engine from your graveyard to your hand and gain 1 gear. So I gain a gear. I'll bring him back, and then I'm gonna do him deal 3 to your Nexus. 1, 2, 3, and then he goes there.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm going to use this one again. It says deal 1 to your opponent's Nexus. There you go.
Okay.
Oop. Gave you another. Okay. I'm not too far away.
Okay, not too far. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with this guy, my fireball. I deal 5 damage with trample, so I'm gonna take 3 and get rid of him. And then I'm gonna do 2 to your Nexus.
Yeah, I've heard. Alright, so pull this one out. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards. If I get 10 cards, I have to bring it down. Alright, so I'm bringing this down. It says if you have another dragon in play, deal 2 damage. Okay. So I'm gonna deal 2 damage to that because I do have another dragon in play. And then I'm going to hit you with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put them over here, and then hit you with 1. So we're even. Oh. All right. So I'm bringing that up.
All right. So let's do my Forest Warden. I'm going to return 1 opponent's unit in play level 3 or less to the opponent's deck. And if this card hits the opponent's Nexus, restore 1. So return him. Hit you with 2, and then restore 1 for me.
2. Restore 1. Going backward.
That's the way you have to go. Go backwards. I like it. And I put that back in my deck, and I have to reshuffle to get that one. So it's on me? Yep, it's on you.
Alright. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put this one out. Deal 3 to your opponent's Nexus. 1, 2, 3. Alright.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Right, here we go. Deal 2 damage and draw 1 card. And it's a yellow diamond, so I get to play again.
Do damage to what?
Deal 2 damage and draw 1 card.
2?
So let me draw another card. I like that one. Let's do this one. Deal 2 damage to the opponent's Nexus.
1, 2.
Then I'm going to exhaust it and deal 1 more damage.
I'm looking bad. And then that. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to put this down, and it says choose one of your units in play and activate its down ability. I'm going to do this one, and that's deal 3 to the Nexus. 1, 2, 3. And then it says you may gain 1 gear. So that is 3. Since I have 3 gears now, I'll play this card. You may spend 3 gears to play this card for free. So I'm going to do this one. And it says choose up to 3 of your units and play the activate their deploy ability. So I'm going to use this one to deal 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to say choose. I'm going to use this one again to choose one of your units to play to activate its download abilities again. That's this one again, and that's it.
All right.
We did it.
That's it. He took me out.
I took her out with my Siege Masters. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this game.
All right. All right, so now I won using a very good combination, I think, of dragons and Siege Master.
It wasn't a very good combination because on previous games, I won with my wizards and my dryads.
Well, see, what I did, family, I changed my Siege Master. Well, I used Siege Masters because I was using the Vikings. Now, the Vikings are very aggressive. They come at you, but they just wasn't giving me that good sting and defense sometimes, and you know, I didn't get no good stings, but the Siege Masters give me some defense, and it's really cool, and it gives you some good stings. So I really like them.
Well, I like my factions because they're all about dealing damage. Both of them deal a lot of damage. I loved it. Now, I've played the Pirates before. The Pirates, they capture people.
Yeah.
You know, they're all fun and nice and capturing. But I want to I want to take people out.
They were fun and nice.
And this game allows you to take your opponent out.
Yes. Now, I played with the Samurai. Mm-hmm. Now, Samurai are pretty cool too, but you got to do a lot of sacrificing, you know, like kind of, you know, basically putting some in the graveyard and then getting some back. And, you know, if you kind of discard a card, you can deploy it. There's a lot of craziness with that one, where it's a lot of sacrifice. So that was okay, but I really was, you know, just drawn to the dragons, because the dragons have the biggest boys in the bunch that can burn you up. So I really do like them, and the Siege Masters, I like them a lot. And they gave you this unique gear where, you know, if I had to, I could use the 3 gears to bring in a siege engine for free, but I used that one to bring that special card in that was able to defeat you. Yes. Now, family, we played 1 round of it, which you can. You can just play 1 game,
or you can do best 2 out of 3 or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot of variants.
If you want to have a rematch.
Yes.
You know, but we've been going back and forth. He would win, I would win, you know, he would win. It just so happened on this particular round, he won. Yes,
but there's a lot of variant gameplay that you can do, so it's going to be really cool. And they'll probably be doing some, like, you know, like tournament play of this. I can see that coming. But this is a really fun card game that is really, you know, it's a little aggressive. You know, when you get the right combination, aggressive, because you know the Assassin's Order, woo! This one, it messes with your opponent's hand and deck, and just be messing with you. So, and it can just start stabbing you, like, you know, just from out of your deck. It's just crazy. And the Celestials, it's kind of like, you know, I
thought they were a little too nice.
They're a little too nice. Well, how they nice? They purified. You know, you can bring some, you know,
they didn't attack enough. They didn't attack enough. I want to attack your Nexus. That's what I wanted to do. Now, this game is you're in a fantasy world.
Yes.
This whole world where you've got this Nexus, and you've got this interesting artwork going on. Each faction has an interesting look, but it's all cohesive. And you just got to get yourself into the fantasy of the Nexus.
Yes. And the good thing about it, family, now you look at the pictures, are they AI art or something? No, they're not AI art. These are artists that did this, and they look so good. They really do. They look really good. And you'll
find yourself looking at every card where you're trying to read what the card will do. Instead of that, you're looking at the pictures, you know, of the card. So really well done. Interesting characters to look at. Again, you've got to put those factions together so you can get what you're looking for. I wanted to attack, and I want to take out his Nexus, so I found 2 factions that would do that for me. I don't want the nice factions that capture. I want to take you down.
Now, sometimes when we're doing the drafting, you're going to have no choice but to take some.
That's true. Sometimes you do. Well, that's why we play with other factions. We know what works well together. So that's true.
Yeah, so that's the key. You got to play with the other factions to know what's going on, so you can say, okay, you know, like when you have to pick out, you know, 2 of the 4 or 1 of the 4, you know, during your initial, you know, basically, you know, drafting, you have to say, okay, I need this one. And if you know, if she takes a 2 that I really want, you know, this one might help me in the end. So you got to really look at what you got, and you got to play them.
With the different factions and study them, so that you know what they bring to the table. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to win. You got to know what you're playing with.
So this is fun. It's fun. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But family, don't just take our word for it. Check it out for yourself. See if your family or game group will like it. Because like I said, it's already on GameFound. It already funded, so you know some people like it. But you need to go out and check it out quick before it goes away. You need to do that. Now, Starla, where can they find OFPG?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, on our website, and right here on YouTube.
Right here on YouTube, yes. Now, family, this concludes our playthrough of Nexus. Yes, the 1v1 battle game. Yes, card battle game. Yes, it is.
Sponsored by Redzen Games.
Yes. All right, family. So thanks a lot. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. But other than that, always remember, and I mean through all the battling and fighting and all that stuff, we love you.
Bye,
Bye
everybody.
now.